Every living organism faces two environments, that is, external and internal. The environment around an organism is called the external environment, while the environment within the body of an organism is called the internal environment. The external environment does not remain uniform. It fluctuates widely and also affects the internal environment. It causes many disturbances in our body. Thus, an organism should maintain its internal environment at a constant level. This phenomenon is called homeostasis. Homeostasis is the ability of an organism to maintain its internal conditions at a constant or nearly constant level. Homeostasis keeps the body environment under control and keeps the conditions favorable for cells to function. Without the right body conditions, certain processes of the body will not function properly. The plants exhibit many adaptations to adapt themselves in a changing environment. Thus, plants have the ability to respond to external environmental changes and keep their internal environment constant. All plants during the daytime exhibit both photosynthesis and respiration side by side. Thus, some oxygen produced in photosynthesis is utilized in cellular respiration, while the rest of the oxygen is removed into the air. Similarly, carbon dioxide produced during cellular respiration is utilized in photosynthesis. However, during the dark, when photosynthesis stops, the leaf and stem cells get oxygen from the environment and release carbon dioxide through lenticels. Water molecules are removed through stomata. At night, sometimes extra water is removed through special cells found on the margins of leaves known as hydrophytes, and this phenomenon is called guttation. Removal of other metabolic wastes from plants. In plants, there are some other metabolic wastes such as calcium oxalate, which is deposited in crystal form within leaves and stems, for example, in tomatoes. Resin is excreted by ladyfingers and carnivorous plants. Latex is produced by rubber plants, and gums are found in kika. The falling of leaves and stalks of some plants is the seasonal time for the removal of wastes. In some other plants, it is stored in their trunks and remains as harmless crystals. Metabolic wastes of plants are also excreted through sepals of flowers, fruit, and seed coats. Aquatic plants remove their metabolic wastes by diffusion. Osmoregulation in plants. On the basis of osmoregulation, that is, the availability of water and salts, plants are classified into four main groups: Hydrophytes, Mesophytes, Xerophytes, and Halophytes. Hydrophytes. These are aquatic plants that grow either submerged or partially submerged in fresh water, like water lily, hydrilla, and lotus. These plants normally do not face a shortage of water. Rather, they absorb more water than they actually need. Following adaptations are made by hydrophytes. The xylem is poorly developed. They have large leaves with increased surface area, thus containing numerous stomata, and they lack root hair, so the absorption of water decreases. Mesophytes. These plants grow in soil with a moderate water supply, for example, angiosperms like rose, shisham, mango, and wheat. Following adaptations are made by mesophytes. They have protected stomata to reduce water loss, presence of thick cuticles, and they shed their leaves during unfavorable conditions. Xerophytes. These plants grow in dry and hot regions where rainfall is scanty and thus possess the ability to survive long dry periods like cactus and euphorbia. Following adaptations are made by xerophytes for osmoregulation. They have thick cuticle layers, a reduced number of stomata, possess water storage tissues, thus also called succulent plants, reduction of surface area of leaves with many leaves transforming into thorns, and deep, extensive root systems help in the absorption of water and salts. Halophytes. These plants grow in areas of high salinity such as seashores, for example Rhizophora, mangrove tree. Following adaptations are made in these plants to prevent themselves from higher concentration of salts. The salts concentration in their cell sap, fluid in vacuole of cell, is higher than their surrounding water. Some possess salt glands at the margin of leaves to remove surplus salt, like sea milkwort, and they have a thick cell wall that is covered with a mucilaginous sheath to conserve moisture.